In this video, I'll be drawing the same epic fight scene in 10 minutes, 1 hour, and 10 hours, all just to see the difference that time really makes. I want this fight scene to be from the side to clearly show the villain versus hero, kinda like that one panel of Invincible versus Conquest, or even Aaron the Plumber, aka the real life battle beast running that fade. 10-minute timer is ready, so let's begin in 3, 2, 1. I'll start by drawing the main hero on the right, the main character from my comic Project N. I want him to be punching straight at the villain in a position where he has like one leg up and the other is behind him, like he was springing into action. Obviously the sketches, as you can see, that's the base anatomy for the fight scene, and I'm drawing it in blue because I guess it's an artist thing. I really don't know why they do this, but I just want to be professional. This is really the fastest I've ever had to draw, so I don't know what's going on right now. I'm drawing the villain now, Butcher X, looking down on our main character. Like, I want his hands to be above his head as he's dodging that superhuman punch. Let me draw in his legs in the air like this, just to show that he's definitely off the ground. Okay, we are already at 2 minutes and time is moving. Now that we have the anatomy, kinda-ish, it's 10 minutes, okay? Give me a break. I've reduced the opacity on that layer so that I can make it transparent, and then I can draw the line art over it. I've turned up the smoothing just so that I can, make less mistakes and just like draw lines. Just draw lines, smooth lines. I don't want to keep scratchy lines. I'm gonna draw in his mask and bee antenna. Oh, and oh god, what the hell are these proportions, my guy? His waist to chest ratio is like Johnny Bravo tier. Looks a bit goofy, but we're just gonna have to keep going because of time. I am now adding in the suit details. Luckily, I've drawn my own superhero enough times to know his suit design like the back of my hand. Okay, we are 4 minutes in and I still haven't started off on the villain or the colors, and I need to lock in. I'll start with his helmet, big X and O in the center, and the little pointy horny thing. Anyway, I'm trying to draw his body armor, but I keep getting the lines messed up. The lines are so squiggly. It's coming out pretty bad. This is why you take your time drawing. Wow. How the hell is it already 8 minutes, bro? Okay, I need to color in this thing quickly. Let me grab the color gray. Very dark gray. Very dark gray. Okay, I'm about to do something nasty, guys. I'm breaking the rules. I'm gonna color it in the same layer that the line art is on. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the I know, it's nasty, but you're gonna have to understand, we're out of time. The whole screen is gray. We need to cover those spaces, like the color is spilling out from the lines. I would never go about the coloring process like this, and I'm only doing this because of the time crunch we're on, guys. Get the color yellow, get yellow, black, black, yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay, we're almost done with the villain, and time is already up. Wow, that was a lot of pressure. I felt like Mbappe in the last few minutes of the last World Cup. This is what our 10-minute fight scene looks like. This is glorious. This is tantalizing. This is okay, what the is this? It's trash! This is not my best work, if I'm being honest. Like, it looks like something I would draw when I was 13 on paint. But I will go easy on myself because it only took 10 minutes. So let's see what I can make in 1 hour. My plan this time is to basically draw Butcher X and Project N fighting, but with more detail and an actual background. Like, I want the fight to be indoors, like some sci-fi looking background. So the timer is set in 3, 2, 1, go. My first priority is making sure Project N doesn't look like he was built out of mashed potatoes. So I'm going to begin with our blue sketch layer again, then make it transparent after to draw the line art over it. I'm drawing him in the exact same punching position that I drew in the 10-minute poster so that we can actually spot the difference in quality that time makes. This in particular is the helmet or mask that Project N wears, so let me give him some cheekbones and a sharp jawline like he's handsome Squidward under there. Let me draw in his neck, make it extra thick, some traps and boulder shoulders. I have just realized that my own character actually physique mogs me, and yeah, I need bro to drop that routine. I'm gonna connect both shoulders with a V kind of line that connects in the middle of his chest because that's just how his suit is designed. Let me add in this curve for his pec, and let me start on his biceps. Looking good so far. Now I'm adding in the black B stripes going down from his chest towards his wow, I didn't realize that when I was designing him, all his stripes actually point towards his big black calf muscles, because starting to draw his lower body and we don't skip leg day over here. Pause. What the hell did you think I was gonna say,
Naughty, you teasing me, you naughty.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a bit of an easier time now that it's like 1 whole hour, but I'm not celebrating yet. I'm almost done with his line art, and we are 21 minutes into the 1 hour challenge, so I actually need to speed things up. With the 10-minute fight scene, I was out here raw dogging the line art and just drawing the character design without any reference, just hoping for the best, but I'm not doing that again. So this time I'm dragging in a reference image from some previous concept art I made like for the villain, and I'm just gonna drop it right in the center of the canvas and make it small so that I can draw him more accurately. After a bit of squiggling and squaggling, the main two characters are now done, and we are now 38 minutes into this challenge. Like I said before, I need to actually draw a background for this version, like some indoor sci-fi facility, so I turned off the main line art layer, and then I'm just going to start by drawing this simple horizon line like from here across the page. I'll make this 1-point perspective so that it's nothing crazy. Exporting the line art that I drew earlier of the two characters, and then slap a nice thick black stroke around them so that the foreground can better stand out against the background. I know my character's blending into the background like Johnny Sins in a room full of eggs.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Okay, time is actually running out. I'm focusing on adding in some extra details, like these ceiling tiles that I drew in, as well as the random background window I've added in. We have very few minutes left, so I'm just going to have to move like really fast, like my life depends on it. So I'm just using the magic wand tool just to select everything I can so I can just drop in some color. Like there's no formula to what I'm doing right now. This is just pure survival instinct. I'm just clicking on colors and unclicking on colors, and yellow and gray go brrr, and time is up. So let's look at the 1 hour poster. Okay, much bigger improvement from the 10-minute one, especially when you look at them side by side. The main difference I can see is that I definitely had more time to work on a bit more anatomy, just smooth out the line art and a bit of the background. So this is actually much better than I expected for what I could do in 1 hour, but it's definitely still not there. I think the colors are a bit too flat, and I could have worked a bit better on that perspective. So let's just see what I can do with 10 hours. Two quick things before we get to the final 10-hour version. Make sure to hit subscribe and drop a like. That helps with the algorithm. And also shout out to Miles Corvin from Dublin. I saw your Project 10 fan art and I liked it. I also just wanted to let the rest of you guys know, yes, I see your fan art. I see it on Instagram. So I want to be doing more shout outs like this just to show my appreciation for you guys. So if you have any Project 10 fan art, just tag us on Instagram and I'll probably give you a shout out. 10 hours starts in 3, 2, 1, go. I spent the first hour sketching like before, but this time I added way more characters since I had 10 extra time. These are characters from my comic superhero team, which I covered in a past video, and they'll be in the background fighting some henchmen. You know, they're just supporting the main character. My inspiration? This Marvel Civil War variant cover. I wanted that epic team versus villain organization vibe. After finishing the sketches, I moved to the foreground line art and then added in more details like muscles, extra lines, just so that I can fill them in black later. This looks way better than my previous gray field, so you'll see when it's done. Added scratchy lines on the villain's gauntlet and just extra little tiny details just for line weight and blah 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 professional stuff. Now selecting blank spaces, and boom, the hero and villain are fully inked in black. Looks way better than before, so let's move on to the other characters. Starting with the Ghost Hopper, she's a locust human hybrid like Project 10, who's a bee hybrid, delivering like this kick in the air. Next is White Locust, a termite locust fusion. He's kicking a villain in the opposite direction. This other character here in the air but not attacking is called the Noisemaker. That's the team's only human, and he uses like sound-based tech to keep up. On the right is Pendo, who is the Red Crusher. She is an ant-human hybrid and the team's strongest member. She's punching down on a henchman. Now, for the villains, the poachers are just the henchmen who hunt down insects. I'm going to draw a couple of them on the ground and knocked out, just to give that vibe that this fight scene is alive, it's happening currently. I want to move on to the background, so I'm going to turn off that line art layer for the characters. For this, I'm mostly going to just draw lots of tiles, more than I did in the 1 hour poster. I'll be drawing in some boxes just to show it some kind of storage facility over here. For the ceiling, I added in lots of tiles, hella bulbs. And when I turn on the character line art, you'll see both of them fusing into one, and boom, look at that, looks really good. Now I'm adding in the colors. I started with just slapping a whole blue-gray background look, then worked on Project N's yellow, Poacher X's gray armor, red suit details like the little red lines on his suit, and then his brown gun holster. Next I colored in Red Crush's red suit, easy, and then moved on to Ghost Hopper, mostly green, but she also has different shades of green, bright red eyes, and some yellow details on her suit. White Locust design is mostly white and gray for his termite side, and some green for his locust side. Noisemaker has a white and blue color scheme, and that's because of the secret society he's a part of, but I'm gonna can't tell you that because it's gonna spoil the story. So I added in gray for the henchman's armor and then blue highlights on black areas like for Project N, his black parts, just to help the character stand out. The bulbs and the giant window behind them are gonna just be bright white, just to show the light shining in, just to help with lighting. Finally, I added in shadows based on that lighting and then placed Butcher X's big X symbol by dragging it from another image onto his face. So far so good, but the final details we need to add into this fight scene to make it look like a fight poster. I grabbed the comic series logo and then just dragged it, dropped it in, and then I added this little copyright statement at the bottom for legal reasons. Then I decided to type in a tagline for the series at the top just so they can explain it to people in one go. So made by them, hunted by them, coming for them.
What do you mean by that?
I see how that could be taken the wrong way. Might have to change that a bit. Made by them, hunted by them, stopping them. Yeah, okay, that works better. Basically explains how the organization that created him is now hunting him down and he needs to stop them. So that's a pretty simple tagline. So now here we have the 10-minute fight scene, the 1-hour fight scene, and finally, the 10-hour fight scene. You can get the 10-hour poster as a t-shirt on our merch shop or any other design really. All the funds will go towards producing the comic, and if you're looking for something cool to wear while supporting an indie superhero universe, make sure to get some merch. Also, let me know what you think by leaving a comment. Which one was your favorite poster?